everyone, it's Bianca from the Stampin' Bee, and today I have for you a very pretty card. It's Merry Christmas from our family to yours. Isn't that pretty? This is using real red and granny apple green and the gold edge cards that they have in the holiday catalog. Not sure if you guys know that, but on page 11 they have right here foiled edge cards and envelopes. You get 40, and a total of 40 is 20 cards and 20 envelopes, and they come in either gold or silver, and so it's kind of hidden right here in the catalog. But you get these nice packets of cards, and then even the envelopes match great. Look at that. Come on, card. Look, that'll go perfect. They match great. So can't go wrong with that, especially it allows you not to have to waste like gold and silver paper on your card. So it actually works out pretty well. So I'm going to show you how to make this card. I'm going to show you a little bit of detail. I am using the tin tile embossing folder, but we're going to ink it up in red so we get a kind of a darker feel. And then I'm using the Under the Mistletoe DSP. Also, this particular stamp set is the Snowflake Sentiments. This is found in the annual catalog, the Christmas section of the annual catalog. I liked it for the big greetings that it has, and these snowflakes are really, really pretty. So let's get started on that for this card. So I have my card base, and it's just the gold, so it's very easy, already put together for you. Works out great. And then I have my papers here. So my DSP, let's see what size is this, 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. That's going to go here. I made it a little longer, so this is going to overlap with this a little bit. I am going to put it behind it, just because I know when I emboss this, this might get a little smaller, but I didn't want it to be too much exact, because I didn't want to have a white line there. Even though I do kind of cover it up, I didn't want to have that. So let's get this done. So this is the tin tile embossing folder. I love this folder. Oh, it's so cool. Everything that I do in it comes out great. So we're going to do something that I did in another card with the country home cards that I did, the series. I did that. It was the first one. I had inked up my embossing folder. So we're going to ink up, and we're going to ink up the side that says Stampin' Up on it. It says Stampin' Up and Sizzix. This side will ink up. So it's this side right here. I'm going to get my real red ink, and I'm not going to do the whole thing. We're just going to do a little bit in the middle. Mine is starting to dry out, so it might not come out as dark as I'd like it to. See how much ink I can get on there. But I'm going to ink it up as best I can, and then I'll run my paper through it. So that should be good. And so I'm going to lay my paper, and that's going to fit right on there, and then I'm going to run it through. So I have my Big Shot behind me. Let me get that done. All right, so see how great that came out? Nice and dark. You can kind of see bits of the ink, and then this will wash off of your embossing folder. So I'll do that later. I'm not going to worry about that now. So I'm going to get this, and I'm going to do something a little different that I didn't do in my original one, and that's add some wink of Stella, because I want these to kind of stand out, and I don't want to put too much on here. Just want to color them in a little bit, just so that way when it's sitting on the card, it'll add some more sparkle. You can't go wrong with sparkle. It's Christmas. There's got to be sparkle. So I just picked some little spots. There we go. Add some of that. So we can get these on the cards. So let's add some adhesive. I'm not going to add adhesive to this because it'll start to deboss it off here. So I'm going to do it on here. And I'm just going to use my fuse. And we'll just set this one up. I'm going to go right up to the edge in there to hide the white. And that way that sits on there perfect. So I'm going to get my DSP here. And we're going to line that up and then let that overlap a little bit. There we go. And then we'll start to build our other little sentiment here. So I used the variation of the stitch shaped framelits. I actually have my oval right here that we're going to be cutting out the sentiment with. And then I have the layering ovals as well. So with the stitch, oh my gosh, I can't even say it, stitched shapes. I'm using the second largest. The way I number mine is I go from the actual largest one and count down. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the second largest. When I'm doing these ones, same thing. So I use the third largest oval, which is the plain oval. So this is 1, 2, 3. So it's this one right here, and I already cut that out. And then for the scalloped, I use the second largest, so 1, 2. So this one right here cuts this one out already. So let's stamp our sentiment here. And that's just on just a scrap of Whisper White because we're going to be cutting it out. I think I need a new red. It's starting to dry up on me. That's so pretty. Alright, let me let that dry for a little bit. I also cut these out. Now we don't have red glitter paper anymore. So any glitter paper we'll use, even gold glitter, will look really, really pretty. But I got these little sprigs from the Pretty Pines. These ones, a Pretty Pine. These are in the annual catalog, so I had done 2 of these, and luckily there's already 2 of these, so I just cut them out. And that way to add a little dimension. I actually ended up using these a lot this season. I've used them in the past as well. They just make the coolest pine cones, and like the sprigs and the bows come out adorable. So we used those as well, so I've already cut those out and they're ready to go. So let me cut this one out. And I'm going to use my magnetic platform, a cutting plate, my sentiment. Let's get this nice and centered, and then another plate on top of it. And then I'm going to run that through. There, perfect. All right, so let's get this all layered up. So we'll add, so I did the real red, the granny apple green, just adds a nice layer to your sentiment. These stitch ones are a must-have. All these layering ones look so good together. I absolutely love it. All right, so I'm also going to put some adhesive on the top and bottom because I want to add my little sprigs. So we're just going to do the greenery. Actually, I should have done the glitter first. Glitter first, and then, whoops, and then my little sprig. Go. And then we'll do that toward the bottom here. There, so that'll sit on there. So I'll add some dimensionals. First I want to add my ribbon. This is, which one is this? This is a granny apple green, I know that. Textured weave ribbon. So it's this one right here. It's really nice. I actually have a lot on here and I hardly used it. I don't know why. And I think I need to start. So let me get that on here, and that's going to cover up that spot. And then I'm going to get my ribbon scissors to cut the edges at an angle. There we go. Do the opposites on that one. Should have done it on there, but that's okay. So let's get some dimensionals. Layer this up. And then we'll add this right here in the center of our card. Isn't that perfect? Oh my gosh, absolutely love these. All right, so everything will be on my site at thestampinbee.com. If you have any questions, you can contact me there. All the measurements and everything as well. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.